Well, good morning, guys. So, the 300% planar fissure finally came.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
So, let us discuss which is the best set that you should farm. Not here. So, first 3 to 4 rolls, I think we can just ignore, because I don't find these to be really useful. You can farm roll 3 if you play DOT teams, because this is useful for your DOT characters, just as Fleet of Ageless. But other than that, I don't think that's a really useful set. So let's focus on the last 4 worlds. So the world 6, this has only one great set, so I don't think you should focus on this one. I use Inertial Soto on most of my characters. Bellowbog of the Architects is not really useful set, like even on Aventurine when he comes, this just doesn't make sense. I would rather avoid this world simply because of that set, because why would you farm for one set when you could farm for 2 sets and then just recycle your stuff for that one set that you need? And in both World 7 or World 8 you can actually farm for 2 sets, because Broken Kill is one of the best support sets in the game, and if you play Danhang or someone like that who uses basic attack or skill damage, then you definitely need Rutilant Arena, and I think that's how you should pick which world you want. So for like DOT characters and generally for most of the characters, this will be a good set, but you need to have good speed boots and a lot of speed subsets to make this useful, because you need at least 135 speed, and if your DPSs have trashy speed builds like mine, then this set is not gonna work for you. Other than that, Penacony Land of Dreams is absolutely amazing set. Like, you just get 35% energy regen for your support, and the only requirement is to match their type with the DPS, so your DPS could get 10% damage, which is insane, and it doesn't need any stat requirements like Broken Kill. So this, I think, is arguably the best sets for supports in the game, but they just have to be the same type, so your DPS could actually get the damage buff. Now, for the World 9, this is a good world. Now, the World 9 is good to farm, but that's if you want specifically pure fiction set, and if you have Acheron, or play any team where you actually need these sets, Izumo Gensei and Takuma Divine Realm. This is quite specific set because it works only for a few characters, it's not that great, but if you have those characters, it's a massive stat increase, like 12% crit rate, 12% attack. But then again, you have to have 2 characters of the same pet, which actually is useful sometimes, like in agility teams, but KFK probably doesn't want crit rates. But for Acheron and for Dr. Ratio and Topaz, this will be useful. So if you have any of those combinations, and if you want specific pure fiction set, go for it. But this set is a bit of a gamble, because it just depends on the kind of enemies you're fighting, whether it's good or not. But as long as you're fighting a lot of enemies, like in the current pure fiction, this is definitely gonna be one of the best sets you can farm for, because 58% crit value, actually no, I think it's 48, that goes hard, like that's insane. So yeah, these 3 are the worlds that you should focus on, and the World 6 is terrible only because of one set, but if you need an Inertial Soto, I would advise that you rather farm one of these, like any one of these 3 worlds, because all of them can be useful, and just use your scrap material, like recycle the trash relics and use the relic scrap to make some of the Inertial Soto artifacts, because only getting half of the value because you'll be getting Bellowbog of the artifacts, it just doesn't seem worth it, especially for such a huge buff you're getting. So yeah, in my opinion, these 3 worlds are the best options for you. This one, if you just got Acheron. World 7, if you play Danhang, then that's definitely your best option. Or any other character that uses Rutilant Arena is absolutely insane with this. And World 8, if you use DOT teams, or even if you don't, Frontline is still a great option for most of the characters, but you just have to reach high enough speed. So yeah, focus on top 3 worlds. If you're in Inertial Soto, just recycle your trash relics you get from these and go for it. And good luck on your rolls. Other than this, there's not much useful options. World 3 is arguably useful, but personally I'm not a big fan of Fleet of Ageless, because we have Broken Kill that fits most of the characters, and if you want something that's not crit damage buff, you have Land of Dreams that's straight up damage buff, so I would rather focus on these 2 for support sets. And this, well, if you use DOT teams, it might be useful, but then again, you have this, so consider whether you want World 3, but I personally wouldn't advise this. and these two worlds just no. So yeah, I would advise you to farm the last 3 worlds, and if you're in Universal Soto, use your relic dust for that. And yeah, let's hope we get at least 1 good relic out of this. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and as always, see you tomorrow. Bye!